last Sunday of June, we will celebrate the Feast of Corpus Christi, or the body and blood of Christ. And this feast reminds us of the central core of our Catholic faith, the great gift of the Eucharist. And we are truly a Eucharistic people. Each week we gather to receive Jesus. Everything we do centers around the Eucharist. And that's because the Eucharist is such a great gift, God's abiding presence in his church. And where we are drawn into that, we are given the gift and the privilege, so to speak, of receiving God week after week into our lives and into our hearts. But with the gift of the Eucharist also comes a challenge. And the challenge is to allow the Eucharist to transform us. St. Ambrose of Milan once wrote that we are called to become what we receive. Each time we receive the Eucharist, it is supposed to be changing us, making us more and more like Christ. And for any of us, when we truly think about that, that's quite a challenge. Does the Eucharist really change us to become more Christ-like? This weekend, as we celebrate the great gift of the Eucharist, the body and blood of Christ, let us also recognize the great challenge that gives to us, and to allow that Eucharist to touch our lives and to touch our hearts, and to change us to become more and more like Christ, so that each time we approach to receive the gift of Christ in the Eucharist, it may be a marked transformation for us, and to change us, as St. Ambrose said, into what we receive. This is Father John, and we hope to see you soon here at Ascension.